God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My dear child, listen carefully to what I now speak directly to your heart. Do not let the noise of the world distract you, for what I have to share with you is sacred, reserved for this very moment. Nothing that happens to you goes unnoticed before me. I have led you here, even when you did not perceive the steps you were taking. The moment I have carefully prepared has arrived, the moment when my presence will be felt gently, yet unmistakably. It will come like a soft wind that caresses your soul, a breeze that touches parts of your being only my spirit can reach." Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. All of this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to start this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. As I said through the prophet, "Be still, and know that I am God," Psalm 46 verse 10. This stillness is the fertile ground where I plant my revelations. Do not fear when your soul is silent, for it is then that I speak to you with greater clarity. I am closer than you imagine, nearer than your own breath. And at this very moment, I gently touch your deepest emotions, those you have kept for so long, waiting for someone to see them. I have seen them, my son. Comment, "I am waiting on God, ready to receive His blessings." I remember the dreams you planted in silence, the tears you hid, the pains you carried in silence. None of it was lost. Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I consecrated you. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. I know your essence, even those parts you yourself do not yet understand. Your doubts, your hesitations, your internal struggles, all are before me like an open book. And even so, my gaze upon you has never been one of reproach, but of tenderness and compassion. I saw when you forgave those who hurt you without expecting anything in return. I saw when you kept praying for others even when you yourself were broken. I saw when you chose good, even without applause. These small things to the world are great in my eyes. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7. And your heart, though weary, is a treasure to me. Comment, I trust in God, He is my refuge and peace. I know you don't always see your own worth, especially on dark days when opposing voices seem to shout louder. But I want you to know, my son, those voices have no authority over who you are. I am the one who defines you. And in me, there is no shadow of doubt about your importance. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, you are mine. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 1. You belong to me, and that will never change. Even when you fail, even when you turn away or hide out of shame or fear, my love for you remains firm, unshakable, eternal. It does not depend on your performance but on my commitment to you. I am a Father who does not abandon, who does not give up, who does not change his mind about the children he loves. My covenant with you is stronger than any failure of yours. You are loved with a love that cannot be measured or explained, only felt and lived. Comment: God sustains me even when all seems silent. Son, understand that my joy over you does not come from your achievements but from your surrender. I do not seek perfection, I seek sincerity. And you have given me that, even amid your falls. I rejoice when you choose to start over, when you decide to seek me, even with a wounded heart. For the Lord does not despise his people, he never abandons his inheritance. Psalm 94 verse 14. I do not despise your pain, nor do I ignore your questions. On the contrary, each one is an invitation for me to come closer. I am with you in the valley just as much as I am on the mountaintop. I walk beside you on days of celebration, but also on the silent days when the world seems to forget you. And even if no one celebrates your small victories, I celebrate. Even if no one sees your faithfulness behind the scenes, I see it and rejoice deeply. You have honored me with your silent endurance, with your persistent faith. Comment: I believe the miracle I am waiting for is very near. Now, I want you to be attentive, for a new time is coming, and it will not come with noise, but with peace. There will be a subtle movement within you, as if a door opens inside you. You do not need to force anything, just be available to recognize what I myself will bring. It will be the fulfillment of promises I made in secret, blessings you did not even know you were asking for. Before they call I will answer, while they are still speaking I will hear. Isaiah chapter 65 verse 24. This is the time of unexpected answers, of deep comfort, of wisdom beyond your logic. You will see my hand in details that previously went unnoticed. You will feel my presence in the simplest moments of your day. And you will know, with all certainty, that I have been with you all along. I am the God who dwells in the highest heavens, but also in the contrite and broken heart. Comment: I let God take the lead in my life. Beloved son, calm your spirit and let me remind you one last time, you are precious to me. I rejoice in you, even when you do not rejoice in yourself. I take pleasure in walking with you, even when you falter. You are my masterpiece, my work of love, my son in whom I delight. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 17. Keep these words deep in your heart, for they are true and eternal. I, your Father, never grow tired of you. And at this very moment, I am here, speaking to you, touching your soul, preparing a new path. Trust me, and you will see things your eyes have never imagined. I sustain you, I guide you, I love you, forever. Comment: I do not let the opinion of others shake me. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It's something that has deeply impacted my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each one of us in a unique and wonderful way. That is why it is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transforming content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can help you on your journey as well. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. Since forever, I have known every detail of your heart. I have seen the sincerity dwelling in your silent words, the courage you show even when fear tightens your chest. I know you are not perfect, I never expected that, but I deeply admire your constant desire to draw closer to me, even when the path seems arduous. I have witnessed your exhausted days, when fatigue threatened to bring you down, and your lonely nights, when you wondered if anyone truly understood the intensity of your struggles. I was there, seeing everything, feeling your pain and following your hesitant steps. Don't think it went unnoticed. You have faced doubts about yourself, hesitations about the path you should follow, and sometimes even questioned if I was truly by your side. These doubts are human, and I understand them. What touches me deeply is not just your strength, but your resilience in the face of what seemed impossible. Even when your heart was heavy and your mind tired, you did not let go of my hand. Even in the hardest moments, you kept taking small steps, even if slowly, and that reveals a hope that never faded. Know that your gestures, though small and often invisible to others' eyes, were not forgotten by me. Every act of faith, no matter how small it seemed, was like a seed planted in the fertile soil of your life. Through these seeds, I have acted in profound ways, opening paths that you may not yet have noticed. It wasn't because you trusted only your own strength, but because you refused to give up. I am proud of you for not letting bitterness take over your spirit, even when you felt it might be just to rebel. I also saw how you dealt with injustice and wounds caused by others. You could have responded harshly, but you chose kindness, even if only in your most intimate thoughts. You held back words that wanted to fly out like arrows, preferring to offer grace and compassion. I noticed when you forgave, even though forgiveness was hard and slow to come. These decisions, made in the solitude of your heart, have an immeasurable value to me. They reflect a heart already touched by my grace and seeking to be shaped in my image. Your silent persistence, your discreet forgiveness, and the hope you insist on carrying, even when everything seems against you, have echoed deeply within me. These precious gestures create a stronger bond between us, a link that opens doors for blessings yet to come and brings a peace that transcends understanding. Today is an important day, a silent milestone for you to move forward with renewed clarity and restored strength. Trust, my son, that you will never be alone. My presence is constant, firm, and tender, accompanying every step you take, gently guiding you through life's complexities. Your pains and struggles do not define who you are, nor do they limit what I can do in your life. They are part of your story, yes, but they do not determine your future. I work actively, bringing renewal, strength, and wisdom so that you may live free and confident, knowing you belong to me, completely and forever. You are deeply loved, never forgotten or neglected. Every moment of your journey matters to me, and I remain faithful, loving you with a love that never ends. I saw you facing difficult decisions, when forgiveness and bitterness stood side by side, and I observed how much it cost you. Forgiveness was not a simple or immediate gesture, it was a daily choice, a silent battle, an act of courage that only you and I fully know. It was a fundamental step for your inner peace, a reflection of my own heart that desires freedom and joy for you. I know how much words and actions from others have wounded your soul. I know the weight you carried, the sleepless nights, the temptation to give up. But you resisted. Even if your steps were hesitant and doubts persistent, you kept getting up, moving forward, trusting me. Every effort you made, no matter how small it seems, every silent battle you fought, has immense meaning for me. It is not great achievements that touch my heart, but your humble perseverance, especially in moments when hope seemed distant. I see everything, beloved son. I see when you chose silence instead of anger, prayer instead of bitterness, generosity over selfishness. These simple gestures, these small acts of love and faith, were not forgotten. They have accumulated within me, waiting for the right moment to bless you abundantly. Your patient faith, your silent endurance, will not go unanswered. Joy will replace the sadness that once visited you because I have walked by your side, not only in times of happiness but especially in the dark and difficult hours. Even when you felt completely alone, overwhelmed and lost, my presence remained steady, unchanging. I am your support, your strength, your safe refuge. You can rest in this certainty, knowing that the path ahead is being prepared with care and love. The doors that seem closed will begin to open, and a new stage of life will arise, full of hope and serenity. All this because you chose to continue, because you trusted me, because you remained faithful, even when no one else saw. Nothing you faced was in vain. Not a single tear, not a single period of waiting, not one internal battle or unexpected detour happened by chance. I was present in every detail. Even if you don't understand it now, everything you went through was allowed with a purpose, carefully and lovingly shaped within the plan I wrote for your life. The pain you endured was not punishment, and the delays were not neglect. They were part of a sacred process of transformation. Every silent night, every moment of frustration or confusion was watched by me with attentive eyes and a heart deeply involved with yours. Nothing escaped my care. I used every fragment of pain as raw material for something far greater than you can yet see. There is a time for everything, and your season of waiting was a silent preparation. Maybe, in the eyes of others, it seemed like nothing was happening. But inside, I was strengthening you. The roots were growing, even if no one could see. I observed your resilience when everything around you told you to give up. I saw your heart remain firm, even when the answer seemed distant. The tears you shed were sown in fertile soil, and something new began to bloom within you: strength, humility, maturity, and a deeper love for me. Do not think the silence was abandonment. It was the necessary space for your soul to be stretched so it could contain what is coming. The world often measures success by visible achievements, but I look at the unseen. I see your faith when no one else does. I recognize every small act of kindness, every decision to forgive when it would have been easier to hold a grudge. I celebrate your faithfulness behind the scenes of life, where no applause is heard, but where everything holds eternal weight. You may not realize it yet, but something new is already drawing near. Not because you forced it, but because now is the right time. Spiritually, you are more ready than you think. And when the new comes, you will understand why certain doors didn't open before. Maturity, discernment, and internal structure were needed, everything I've been cultivating in you step by step. So I ask you, stay alert. Do not let the waiting steal your sensitivity or your faith. Protect that gentle flame that still burns in your chest. Even when fatigue tries to dim your spirit, feed your hope, not with anxiety, but with calm confidence. Your eyes may not yet see, but let your heart remain steadfast. What I began, I will complete. And it won't be in the time of haste, but in the time of perfection. Your task is not to rush, but to remain confident. Live as someone who awaits something precious, as one who knows it is on the way. That way, when it finally arrives, you won't be caught off guard. Your spirit will already be prepared. I want you to understand, everything that was allowed in your life was intended to deepen you, not destroy you. I don't seek outward perfection. What I desire is true obedience and sincere love. Your failures never diminished my love for you. On the contrary, what moves my heart deeply is that, even when fallen, you chose to rise. Even when wounded, you chose to continue. And that simple choice carries immense weight before me. It is not the absence of mistakes I look for, but the willingness to walk with me in spite of them. You have grown far more than you realize. In silence, in struggles that only you and I know about, you matured. I was present in every whispered prayer, in every tear shed in the dark, in every thought of giving up that you fought with courage. None of it was forgotten. Now, as a new season draws near, I want you to know, you are ready. Not because you mastered everything, but because you allowed every pain to teach you, every silence to shape you, and every difficulty to draw you closer to me. This readiness isn't measured by external results, but by internal depth. And you have it. You chose to trust, even without understanding. You chose to wait, even without clear signs. And that has eternal value. You didn't run from the hard moments. On the contrary, you allowed yourself to be shaped by them. You let pain teach you compassion, loss teach you gratitude, and doubt teach you faith. Now, you step into a new time. A time of more clarity, more responsibility, and greater intimacy with me. That sense of distance will be replaced by a constant presence. You will no longer depend on fleeting moments to feel me. You will dwell in me, with me, for me. Nothing in your life was wasted or insignificant. Every tear, every silent battle, every choice to remain firm when everything seemed uncertain was an invisible foundation built by my own hands. Prepare yourself, not with anxiety, but with the quiet certainty that what is coming is the fruit of your faithful walk. You already sense in your spirit that something new is about to happen, and when that moment comes, you will take the step without hesitation or fear, for your soul has already been molded in the waiting. What once seemed small and unrecognized was, in truth, what most touched my heart, your faithfulness in the ordinary, your love even when it was not returned, your patience in days when everything screamed, "Give up." I saw you offer silent forgiveness, hold on to hope despite the lack of answers, and persist when no one knew the weight you were carrying. All of this prepared you for this new season that now draws near. Your worth is not defined by visible achievements, but by the humble and courageous consistency with which you faced each day. And it is precisely because of this that you are ready. Because you allowed each pain to transform you into someone stronger, more sensitive, and full of my grace. Now is the time of harvest. The moment has come to see fulfilled what was watered with patience, tears, and faith. Walk with confidence, knowing each step has already been traced by my love. You will find my presence in the simple things, in the details of daily life, in the opportunities that only I could open. Do not worry about what you do not fully understand. The journey is revealed as you move forward with a sincere heart. Even the mistakes you regret, I will turn into growth. In the moments you felt weak, I clothed you with my strength. This new season is not just a change in circumstances, it is an invitation to dive deeper into my purpose. What you once knew only in theory will now become real experience. Your hope will no longer be just an expectation, but a firm confidence rooted in me. And you will not walk alone. I will place people beside you who will see your worth, who will strengthen the good within you. I chose you long before any human recognition. The doors that will open are gifts, not burdens. And every responsibility will come with the assurance that you are equipped. You don't need to understand everything. Just trust, step by step. What deeply pleases me is that genuine faith that acts even without seeing everything clearly. Through your life, my light will reach others. So remain firm. Do not doubt the silent promises I planted in your heart. They are about to bloom. Therefore, continue to nourish your soul with faith and patience. I know your human nature, your limitations, your failures. And even so, my calling remains over your life. I never demanded perfection, but willingness. And that, you've always had. The challenges I faced with you were not punishments, they were training. Every tear, every prayer, every small choice of perseverance led you to this moment. And now, you are about to see what you once could only imagine. Keep your heart steady, your hope alive, and your faith burning. The best is yet to come. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If you liked it, please write Amen and share this message with someone who also needs to hear it. I invite you to click on the first comment where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.